am Roxanne Jones Booth, co-pastor of the Riverview Missionary Baptist Church in Queens, New York, and an adjunct professor at SUNY Albany. As a faith leader and a public education educator, I am compelled to stand today to demand that New York State fully fund SUNY and CUNY institutions. I stand recognizing that if the budget is passed without allocating over $500 million in additional funding to SUNY and CUNY campuses and our public teaching hospitals in the 2022-2023 state budget, this state will fail to live up to its purpose to foster with its students a single-minded purpose, which is that each student author their own success doing the things that matter. SUNY and CUNY institutions have a history of being affordable and accessible to all. And for generations, CUNY and SUNY have opened doors of opportunities to New Yorkers from all backgrounds and have helped develop great leaders and innovators in education, government, community development, religion, the arts, business, and more. Affordable tuitions and accessible higher education for all is the hallmark of establishing a fair and a just society. If New York State fails to fully fund SUNY and CUNY institutions, it will be detrimental to the well-being of our state and ultimately our nation. Public education is one of the most important investments we can make in building a more just and equitable society. But years of disinvestment has made higher education in our state more expensive and harder to access for poor and low-income families and has stressed the public colleges and universities that our communities depend on. We must change course and fully fund SUNY and CUNY this year. Now, as a Baptist preacher, I've got to add the scripture. Scripture tells us in Amos chapter 2, verse 7, they trample on the heads of the poor as on the dust of the ground and deny justice to the oppressed. This investment is trampling on the heads of the poor, making it more difficult for the working class to access higher education. This investment is trampling on the heads of the low-income families, crippling opportunities for higher education to secure better-paying jobs. This investment is trampling on the heads of the poor, working poor, struggling to pay rising tuition. We demand that the state legislature change course, stop trampling on the heads of the poor, change course, restore opportunities to all New Yorkers to have access to higher education, change course, and fully fund SUNY and CUNY this year. Thank you.